Here with Ty. We'll start with James Ham.
Hey Ty, 11 games into your NBA season, the schedule has been so compact. You've looked exhausted talking to us in these media sessions. Just how difficult has this been for you to transition and find your legs every single night and really come out and play well?
I don't think that's true. I think last game, I might have had my mom called me and said I looked exhausted. And I was like, Mom, I'm not exhausted. I'm just mad that we lost. I'm not. I'm not exhausted. I'm not tired. I'm a basketball player. This is what I'm born to do, and I love it. So I'm not exhausted by any means. My body feels good. Obviously it's different playing 11 games as fast. Usually in college you get 11 games in a month and a half. So it is a little. It's just different. It's just my body's adjusting, but I don't feel exhausted by any means. I love this. I want to do this my whole life. So it's been a cool transition to be able to just compete. Basically like every night or every other night. I love basketball. And I love being able to get a chance to compete another day. So I wouldn't say I'm exhausted. I would just say I am not a fan of losing.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Tyrese, you've been very blunt and adamant about how you felt about the team's defensive performance the last couple of games. What do you think the biggest difference was tonight, and are you maybe in a better mood than you were talking about it before?
Yeah, anytime we win, I'm gonna be in a better mood talking to y'all than if we lose. I'm gonna be respectful and still go approach it the right way. But I'm definitely frustrated with not winning. I think what changed it today for us, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw and felt it was just our energy level. I felt like we were more engaged and we played a lot harder. And guys were having fun. You see guys smiling, really enjoying what they're doing. And I still think there's room to go defensively. I think today was probably my worst defensive effort, since I got in the league personally. But I think Rashawn probably played his best defensive game, of the year and maybe his career. He was blocking shots, like crazy. So, I think I'm happy with the way we performed. I think the third quarter, the energy just from those first 6-7 minutes, the bench energy all the way to the guys on the court was awesome. So I would just say, the more that, guys are energetic and love what we're doing and competing, every second, I think the more fun it's going to be for us.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey Ty, what can you say about DeAaron tonight? Luke was talking about how his aggressive mindset on defense kind of set the tone for you guys, and I was just curious. I mean, you haven't been around him that long. Could you kind of sense that, and just what did you make from that dunk late from him?
Yeah, it was awesome to see D get going. He played really well. I mean, he's the engine that runs this team. So, it's awesome to see him, play his best basketball. I think that dunk was crazy. Um, I don't know if my reaction is out there anywhere, but I was stuck on half court for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I didn't know what just happened. So it was crazy, but I'm glad to see DeAaron playing well. I think when he plays, up to his ability and plays really good like that, I think we're a tough team to beat. So, I'm happy for him, and we just gotta keep this stuff going. But I really think it starts on the defensive end. The better that we are defensively, the more we can play in transition. And DeAaron's the fast player in the NBA, so get him on transition, let him get easy buckets, and allow us to get easy buckets. I think really can get him going. So I just think the better we are defensively, the better we are, offensively.
Matt George.
Hey Ty, before I ask you the real question, do you mind explaining a little bit about the Sacramento Underrated shirt you're wearing?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question. I tweeted out that I wanted to, go to get with some small businesses and, support some small businesses. And the Inevitable brand got me this shirt, and it, has a play on the old Kings logo with, Sacramento Underrated. And I think that's awesome. It was a pickup for me, and shout out to them and everything they do. I love their stuff, and got some other stuff too. So it's cool that they showed love, and shout out to the people who shouted the brand out and made me aware of it.
Awesome. And then about tonight's game, you talked about the energy level throughout this one. You, of course, haven't played a full NBA season yet. In your mind, is it difficult to comprehend maintaining that energy and bringing that on a nightly basis for such a long season? How do good teams do that?
Yeah, I mean, if we're being as honest as possible, winning is fun, right? It's easy to bring energy and be loud and do all that stuff when you're winning, but it gets hard when you're losing because, guys just might not have the energy. It's easy to just give up. We give them quick buckets early to start the game. We could have just gave up right away there and said, well, tonight's not the night. But, I think just it follows down. I think coach made a great point, before the game is, we can only control so much. We can only control, what happens today. With everything that's going on in our world, games getting canceled, you don't know what could happen. So, we just got to control what we can today. And I think one of the main things you can control on an every night basis is, your attitude and your energy. You have the ability to control that. And I think that we did a really good job with that. We had fun in what we were doing. And that's all I ask is that, and I think that's all the coaching staff is going to ask is for us to compete every night and, have fun doing it.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Tyrese. We're always asking Rashawn Holmes questions about you. I mean, you guys are basically, Wisconsin, Illinois state line is right there, so you guys basically in the same area, though. But what is it like, playing with this guy? I know Corey Joseph's your man, but the locker room presence. What is it like being in that locker room with Rashawn Holmes?
Yeah, I think the awesome thing about Rashawn is from the second I got here, I think that he knew kind of what I brought to the table. He's talked to me about it a lot of times, like, man, how did you slide to 12? Like, I don't know how we got you, whatever. And it's just cool to have another guy that's excited to, have me here and vocalize it, and I think he also likes it because he knows that if he comes sets these ball screens, a lot of it's coming back to him a lot of the times, so I can get him easy twos a lot. But I think it is awesome to have Rashawn alongside me. I to be honest, I didn't watch much, Kings basketball before getting here. So, to play with Rich and know, I have that energy is going to be there every night. I think that's something that he does a really good job of is, bringing that energy and that competitiveness on a nightly basis. And you saw it tonight, not giving up on a lot of plays, made a lot of huge plays defensively for us, got a lot of big rebounds, made 2 big free throws down the stretch. Rashawn, he's our motor, man. When he plays like that and he's energetic and making plays on both sides of the ball, I think that just, like I said, when one guy brings it, it just goes down the line. So, kudos to Rich, and, I love playing with him.
The last one, Jason Anderson.
Hey, Ty, Luke said this is probably the best win of the year because of how consistent you guys were throughout. Does it feel like that big of a win? And what does that do for you guys coming off a little bit of a rough week?
Yeah, I would probably agree. It would be easy for us to, get smacked 2 games in a row and then, come out and then they go open up on a big run and just give up. But, I think we competed, from start to finish. I mean, I keep mentioning the energy that we brought tonight, and I thought that was awesome. But, I think the awesome part is, obviously basketball is a game of runs, and, we made ours, they made theirs, and we responded. We didn't just lay down and let that be done. So I would agree that this is, probably our best game. The Pacers being, one of the better teams in the East, and got a lot of good guys, and they run a really good system over there. So it is a big win for us. But now we just got to keep it going. It can't be win one, have to get beat a couple times badly to do this. This has got to, consistency's just got to be there for us. And I think that is something that you'll see from us. Just guys enjoying what they're doing and competing on a nightly basis. So I wouldn't count on many blowouts like that. As the season goes on.
All right, sir.